This is Explain Me More, and today we uncover how a single war redrew the Middle East forever, shaping borders, nations, and conflicts that still echo into our world today. At the start of the 20th century, the Middle East looked nothing like it does today. Most of the region was ruled by one empire, the Ottomans, a multi-ethnic state of Arabs, Turks, Kurds, Armenians, Greeks, and many others living within a single imperial system. But the empire was weakening. Economic pressures, nationalist movements, and military decline created a fragile balance that could collapse at any moment. When World War I broke out, the Ottoman Empire joined the Central Powers. The Middle East became a battleground. British forces pushed from Egypt into Palestine and Mesopotamia. Arab leaders, frustrated by Ottoman rule, saw an opportunity to fight for independence. And so began the Arab Revolt, supported by Britain, with figures like T.E. Lawrence acting as intermediaries. But while the fighting continued, something happened in secret. In 1916, Britain and France quietly negotiated an agreement. It was called Sykes-Picot. Two diplomats meeting behind closed doors drew new borders across the Middle East, dividing the region into zones of control. And they did it without asking a single person who lived there. Straight lines across deserts, borders cutting through tribes, cultures, and historic regions. This was not made to create stable nations. It was made to serve European interests. When the Ottoman Empire collapsed in 1918, the secret plan became reality. France took Syria and Lebanon. Britain took Iraq, Jordan, and Palestine. These new territories were not independent states, but mandates, essentially colonies disguised under international law. Iraq was formed by merging three very different Ottoman provinces. Syria was divided and redivided into competing regions. Palestine became a geopolitical fault line. The modern map of the Middle East was built quickly and unnaturally by foreign powers reshaping a region they barely understood. But people did not stay silent. Arab nationalists demanded freedom. Kurdish leaders pushed for a homeland. Revolts spread across Iraq, Syria, and Palestine. The new borders created winners and losers, communities placed on the wrong side of lines that had never existed before. These early uprisings were the first signs of the modern Middle East struggling to be born. A century later, the impact is still visible. Conflicts in Syria, Iraq, Israel and Palestine, Lebanon, and beyond all trace part of their origins back to the chaos of World War I and the borders drawn in its aftermath. Ethnic tensions, sectarian divides, and geopolitical rivalries did not appear out of nowhere. They were shaped by these decisions, made far from the region, by men who believed they could reshape history with a pen. The modern Middle East was not born naturally. It was engineered in the shadows of the First World War. And understanding that moment is the key to understanding the world we live in today.